Hey guys, in today's video I'll be showcasing the power of cluster bombing and motor locking. And if you do combine those together, you're gonna get something very wonderful, like what I have here. So what this has here is motor locked engines on the top and motor locked engines on the bomb itself. And the functions are, if I press 2, what happens is the bomb separates from the plane and the rocket engines also separate from the bomb itself. So let's go ahead and see if we can maybe... Okay, so we did miss a lot of bombs, but that's fine. The main function here is the detonation of the bomb. So when I press 1, all these disconnectors disconnect, and what happens is these bombs also get armed, and so while these disconnect, these are all armed, and what happens is when it falls at a max speed of 200 on impact, 200, I'm gonna guess 200 miles per hour on impact, what it does, it explodes basically. The only disadvantage of having it on impact is that it sometimes ricochets off the ground and actually doesn't explode on the target itself. So that is another setback of this. And another thing that I kind of like about this is how the steering isn't bad, especially for the fact that it's carrying about, I'm gonna guess, 100 and about like 135 blocks of TNT. So it's not bad for its size specifically. But I mean, yeah, the steering could be better and smoother. And the build was pretty hard, except for the plane itself, which I just motor locked and slapped on a couple of rocket engines on it. So the entire build wasn't that bad, it was pretty easy. But the only thing you have to note is that sometimes the bombs will detonate midair because of its on impact setting. So you kind of have to detonate it pretty close to the ground. And yes, you could like detonate it almost like a nuke so that you can detonate it exactly when it's like an inch above the ground so that it almost acts like a nuke. But I don't suggest doing that only because, one, it's going to do less damage. While it does have a lot of TNT, what it's going to do is it has less spread, and if it has less spread, that's going to mean that the TNT won't do much damage, especially to a big target. Okay, so that was a pretty bad representation of the bomb's power. But I'm trying to wrap things up here, so I'll try and explain the spread of this bomb. So the spread of this bomb, as you can see here, is pretty good. Since it is motor locked, it does compress together when you do disconnect. It doesn't go like this. It would be absolutely overpowered if it did go like this, but sadly it doesn't. When you do like disconnect this and make it detonate and stuff, it would only spread to about this area here, so about 6 blocks wide and about 5 blocks down. So that is very sad in my case, but if you do have a good PC, you have a lot of time, you can maybe fix this up. But only that's if I make a tutorial, because sadly this is not something that a lot of people have made or even done, possibly. Cluster bombing isn't rare, but at the same time it's not common and plain crazy. So there's definitely someone out there who has made something quite similar to my design here. But the only part is that it's not going to be exactly this design, because this is a somewhat difficult design, especially if you're a beginner. This is going to be a hard design. But if you're someone who has been playing Plane Crazy for a pretty good time, you will not have trouble doing this design in the future if I make a tutorial or somebody just does it for me, because some people will have the eye of an eagle and spot every single detail in any plane. So yeah, and to end the video, we're gonna try and bomb the spawn point of all the Plane Crazy players when they load into a server. You guys know what I mean, this area. So let's go ahead and see if we can bomb this area here. Oh, sadly we have missed. Oh, we missed. Just for you guys, I'll try and go again, and this time I have an accurate position of the person I'm trying to bomb. What I'll do is I'll actually just press 1, not even. Okay, that was sad. That was absolutely sad on my case. Not only did I miss him, but at the same time I also didn't do any damage. So since I did miss, and that was a pretty pathetic miss, we're gonna go again. This time though, we're just gonna go here. Oh, okay, that was pretty destructive. But with that said, guys, this plane can be used on big bombers such as the famous Boeing B-29 Super Fortress used in World War II in the bombing of Nagasaki and Hiroshima. I do have a little showcase for this bad boy in one of my channel videos, so you guys can check that out. And while you're doing that, you guys can also like and comment your favorite part on this video. And if you want to support me even more, you can subscribe to my channel. And you can also turn on the bell so you can get notifications every time I post a video. With that said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.